Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready!
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Okay, ready?
They go right back to White here on first down. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a first and 10
at their own 26. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Wilson wants a different look.
Off play action. Wilson.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
The return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Willis looking to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 26. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3rd and 2.
60 Maverick. Trap 60.
Here's Willis.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Now Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Same connection. Dulcich once again.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Williams. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
To throw, here's Willis.
This is White on the screen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a 3rd and long.
Go street. Mustang 19.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Backfield empty here. It's 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Tigers, Warriors 17. Go.
Here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
Here we go.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's
a quick throw completed by Willis.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, here's White. And he's got some space here. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Cougar 19.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the 25, here's a second down and 9. They go play action with Wilson. Slide, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. At a time, he got him there for the sack. Well, you already got a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they felt like they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
On third down, here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's still on his feet, and he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big gain there on third and long. 45 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mims in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is indeed good. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On first down, Willis. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Check. Hey, check that. Street, 19 tight. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Rig alert. Buffalo 18.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Check.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Willis looking to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Okay, break.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Riggs. Riggs. Hurt. Hurt. Hey, smash Broncos. Go.
Willis looks to pass it here. That's taken in by Palmer. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Ready.
2
break.
yards still to go. 3rd down now.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Broncos
Now they'll
80.
change things
18
around before the snap.
18 Rattler. Screech. Screech. Big Lion. Let go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Elijah Cansey in on the stop.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second down and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Play action. Now Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Broncos 6.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD. Down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Start.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Work.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Wilson.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who call a lot of passing plays.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
From the 20, here's second and a couple. In motion left goes Sutton.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So now the Broncos offense will come out here as they'll try to add on 2 more. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check smash, check smash. Go, Reed, go.
Willis will look to throw it.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
79 Broncos. Smash, smash. Third. Right there, right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Bulldozes past him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, but for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Gotta go, in and out.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Four down. 14.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
on second down. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Williams. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Up the middle, it's Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go play action now. Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 31-yard line. And Tommy Adebawore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. But that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 9.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Running right, here's Dillon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On the check.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now they'll audible to something else. With a quick throw completed by Willis. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
They gave him the option there on 3rd and short. Run or pass, you choose. And he decided to fling it out to the perimeter. And that was the right call as they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Go.
Willis looking to throw it.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career.
What's up?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They run straight ahead here with White.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go
2nd
now.
and 6 coming up.
70 Lions. Ready, ready.
Here's Willis.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, Crash. Cup 19, Cup 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Willis to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Willis got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mustang 19. Hurt. Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Willis.
Throw left side complete. That's White. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Draw play, Dillon.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Pass.
Here we go. First and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Here's White.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Ready? Street, street. Go.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. Check smash, check smash. Let go.
Throwing, Willis. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Broncos, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.